Blog Talk Radio.
Hey guys, this is Those Guys with your host, Matt Marrero, along with your other host,
Tristan Walter.
Yes. So here we are talking about not the last two episodes in the Future Trunks arc, but we are talking about episodes 65 and 66. Looks like there's one more episode to wrap everything up that we'll be doing most likely next week. And this is honestly, man, and I think you were saying this too to me before the show began, and I kind of have to agree with you. I enjoy the way this arc ended up.
Yeah.
I think there were some bad twists and turns getting here. I don't like what they did with Vegito, but I really enjoyed what they did with Trunks. I really did. And I feel like there are going to be people that didn't like. But here's the thing, though. Even though we got the kill, I can understand why some people don't like what happened. Maybe thinking it's a bit too cheesy, thinking it's a bit dumb, because they're not used to that. Like, they're used to spirit bombs, yes, but I don't know if they're used to, like, this level of what?
That was totally a spirit bomb.
It basically was a spirit bomb. But what
I don't care what anyone says.
Right?
Trunks did the spirit bomb.
But that's not exactly why they'd be upset, right? Because the thing is,
I know.
So but here's the thing, right? I haven't shown you Ultraman. I've shown you Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, both tokusatsu series. And if anyone doesn't know, tokusatsu means special effects in English. And essentially, like, anything can be a tokusatsu series in Japan, like Supernatural. That show is technically tokusatsu. They're live action, by the way, like tokusatsu series. Even like Star Wars and Star Trek are tokusatsu, but we've taken the word tokusatsu like the word anime, where over in Japan anime just means animation, so anything can be anime. SpongeBob can be anime. But we've taken the word anime and we've said, only Japanese. So for tokusatsu, we've taken that word and we've said, only Japanese special effects shows. So shows like Super Sentai, which actually became Power Rangers in America, Kamen Rider, which has become Kamen Rider Dragon Knight and Masked Rider. And also we have had Ultraman come over in some ways. But mostly it's like, I know that they made an American show called Towards the Future, I believe, and we've had Ultraman dubbed into English. So I remember it aired on TNT in the 90s. We had Ultra 7, which was from the 70s, and we had the original Ultraman as well. Anyway, my point being that I have shown you Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, Tristan, but I have not shown you Ultraman.
Right.
And that's relevant because Ultraman, basically, it'll be a thing where he has to fight the bad guy, right? And it'll be like the last episode of the season. So basically, I have the entire series, right? Because tokusatsu, many of you have noticed, they're usually 50 episodes or so, 40 to 50, and then they'll move on to a new team. That's why early on, when they kept the same Power Rangers cast, they had to change the suits constantly. So, because they just didn't have any more footage. Anyway, the point is that when it would be like Ultraman has a time limit of only like 3 minutes. Otherwise, like, he just can't be Ultraman anymore. He kind of has to like, or he'll die. So, like, he'll have a light that'll flash on his chest. And you have like a timer. It'll be like ba-dung, 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 ba-dung. So what happens?
My timer's running out.
Like episode, basically, he only has like 3 minutes, and
right.
and so basically he will be like down for the count, basically, and you'll just have kids being like "Ganbatte Ultraman," and that's essentially what fucking happened here.
So Trunks is
the
Ultraman.
The second they started, basically, yeah, Trunks just became Ultraman. Because, like, legit, like, I want to show you, I'm going to have to send you, after the show is over, I'm going to have to send you an actual clip of Ultraman. You're going to be like, God damn it. Like, Trunks is Ultraman. Because he
Matt,
was
Are you trying to tell me that Super has ripped off Ultraman?
I'm going to say that every single person on that staff was a fan when they were, like, 3.
Has seen it.
Yes. No, they have to have. I mean, it's like saying Ultraman is essentially like Japanese Superman. I know that we've said that about Goku because, I mean, come on, it's pretty much unfucking canny. But the point is that when we say Goku's going to rip someone's head off, snap someone's neck, I was waiting for Goku to snap Zamosu's neck while the kids were watching. Anyway, but
oh,
in all
look, Trunks
seriousness,
is light. Goku's like, nah, get the fuck out of my way. Goku, what the fuck? I was having a moment.
in the next movie, Vegeta's just like, do you bleed? You will. Anyway, it would be so stupid. That would be so stupid. But anyway, my point is that, yeah.
No,
so
Vegeta just gives him like a high five, like, God damn, Kakarot. Didn't think you had it in you.
I just imagine Vegito doing some fucking shit and just high-fiving himself. Good job. But yeah, I just, yeah, right. But seriously though, I don't know, man. No, back to the Ultraman thing, right? Before we get to Vegito, back to Ultraman. They've all seen it, right? And because Ultraman's been around since the 60s, late 60s, and they've had some periods where Ultraman wasn't really on the air. They have, but they've kept it around by doing compilation episodes or movies, or they've done sequel movies, 20 years later or 10 years later. So they've done a lot of cool things to keep Ultraman around. I mean, Ultraman, I believe, just got the Guinness Book of World Record. I don't know if it's in Japan or in general, but I know that they got an entry in there for the most spin-offs.
Mm.
Because not only will they release like one movie here, one movie there, one special here, one special there, all like continuing past Ultraman stories, but they'll also, just like I said, they'll make episodes or series where it'll be like there's an Ultra Kid, right? Because there's like an Ultra Planet essentially, right? So like they'll have like the Ultra Kid being like, wow, Ultramen are so cool, and then he'll be like Ultra Kid's, Ultraman Coliseum and shit like that, where he'll just be watching old fight footage. Because there are kids that are watching. No, here's the thing, right? There are kids that are watching that live in Japan that have never seen much of Ultraman. So they're sitting there like, oh, I've never seen this fight from the 70s. Well, their dad's just like, that was a good fight when I was your age.
Yeah.
Right? So they've made a lot of that shit. So it's like even if they've never seen, which they obviously have, especially if they're our age, they probably saw a bunch of Ultraman in the early 2000s. But still, they've seen Ultraman.
Right.
Oh, and I say our age, or like in terms of you and I are like 24, probably a little bit older than us, obviously. But definitely, I look at this series, and we've talked about it before. Some of the humor infused in this show is very self-aware, and is something that I don't think even Dragon Ball would have done.
Yeah.
Like stuff like, I mean, no, because there's some stuff that you and I sit there and we're like, classic Dragon Ball humor, that's beautiful. And even some stuff like that you'd sit there and go, I might see this in Z. But, we've had a show that's had Goku burst through a fucking wall like the Kool-Aid Man. I really don't think we would have seen that back in the day.
Right.
I don't think we would have seen Goku with the tractor. Whoa!
Yeah.
There's just some little things here and there that I'm like, even Zamasu is a character. He's just so fucking like they wrote him, like they're so self-aware. Like, are you crying? Are you crying?
Right, yeah, Vegito looking up at him. Are you fucking crying? Yes, I am. Oh, dear God.
My tears will purify this world.
Yeah.
My tears will purify this world. Oh, it's just like,
at least what's left of it after I'm finished with you.
Yeah. So I don't like what they do with Vegito, though. Not in the slightest. So, like, can you, like, okay. So before I rant, because I've been talking a lot, I want to pass it over to you. Did you enjoy what they did with Vegito, or did you not? And either way, let's hear you discuss. We're doing a podcast.
Well, okay. I don't like that they kind of retconned Fusion Potara earrings.
Fucking thank you.
Because that was the whole. Like I understand why they did what they did, but the whole premise of them fusing with the earrings was, look, this is our absolute last shot, and we still have that situation here. This is our last shot, but they basically took out any sacrifice out of using that. that they had already set as precedent. Like, Vegeta, it was a really big deal that Vegeta actually swallowed his pride and said, yeah, you know what, the entire world is in jeopardy here. That's more important than my pride right now. And I feel like that's even more so, that should be more apparent in this series. Like, yes, they both, even in Battle of Gods, they, talked about it. It's like, if they would just work together, it's like, that could have actually led up to something. I mean, fucking shit. Even GT at the very end finally had Vegeta go, look, Kakarot, we can't do this, with just me and you. We're going to have to fuse. And even Goku's like, the fuck? Like, I would have loved it if Vegeta looked at Goku and said, you know what we have to do, right? And he's like, no, I don't. What do we have to do? And he's like, fucking dumbass. Give me the goddamn earrings. And then he's like, Vegeta, really? It's like, just put them on. Shut the fuck up and put on the earring. If they had written the scene a little bit better, I would have liked it more.
Just like that. And shut the fuck up and put on the earrings. That's all Tristan wanted. To shut the fuck up and put on the earrings.
Yeah, fuck up and put on the earrings. And, I'm not going to say that
for me,
I didn't, I liked the cameo. I like to see him. I still kind of like Gogeta better, but I like the cameo. And, it was badass seeing him go blue. And the sword attack, we got the beam sword attack. That was great. Because him and Zamasu trading blows was fucking cool.
Yes.
And when he's on the ground and you think, oh shit, well, he's going to dodge, right? Nope, I'm going to skewer him back. Like, Zamasu looks at him and is like, this is revenge for me stabbing you from before, isn't it? You just hear like Goku's voice. Like, yeah, pretty much.
Vegeta, I have no strong opinion one way or the other.
Well, no, he got stabbed through the chest, too, so technically it was both of them.
Vegeta, I was stabbed. Oh, fair enough, damn it. Vegeta, but I was the one that was stabbed. I have no strong feeling one way or the other. Anyway, but in all seriousness, though, what I've been trying to say is that when I look at, I would have rather had, if you're going to tell me, either way we're going to have to make a bullshit excuse. I think I would have preferred a bullshit excuse where, like, the God form must have somehow tampered with the Potara fusion. I would have preferred that bullshit excuse rather than, oh, by the way, I'm a god, but just like the rest of you guys are Kais, and I'm the only one that knew Potaras are done in an hour. Like, even fucking Supreme Kai looked like, well, yeah. What?
I think, they said it was only permanent with Kais, apparently.
But no one mentioned that before. And in Z, they were, like, literally, they were given the earrings. Like, fucking Elder Kai was like, yeah, sorry, I mean, this is going to be fucking permanent.
I mean, I guess
and
to be fair, the only defense to that I can think up is that Kais have never given their earrings to anyone else, so they figured they've only ever done fusions with other Kais, so it's like, yeah, this is permanent as far as I know, asterisk, because no one else has ever used them before.
Okay, because to me it came off, but here's the funny thing, right?
Oh, no, it comes off
like... Which is so fucking...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know how it comes off.
Like, wait, really? Yeah.
Right.
No, because Supreme Kai, they were unfused via shenanigans, which I assume they would have done with Vegeta, with shenanigans. Yeah. But the fact that the shenanigans this time were just, by the way, it actually takes an hour.
I figured they would have done something like afterwards, like, oh, by the way, we can undo that. Like, that would have been, I agree, I kind of would have liked that better. Like, although, I have to say that, when they defuse and they're like, oh shit, and before they even say it, like Zamasu is smashing them into the ground, that fucking punch, like, that is the one, like, there have only been a few moments where it's been like, oh god, that one hurt. Like, this was like the top of that list when he fucking punches them both into each other and then into a crater in the ground. It's like you see their faces and their eyes wide out for a second. I'm like, that one fucking hurt.
Yes, I I just want to bring up, like, look, if you had to retcon it one way or the other, I'd rather it be bullshit excuse and then explain it later. Or maybe next episode, because they have been pretty cool with certain continuity errors, trying to make sure that they're not errors. They might say next episode, like, but wait a minute, you said an hour during the battle. I could swear it wasn't that. Well, yes, I've actually seen it happen before. And Supreme Kai's like, yeah, I never saw it happen, so I just assumed that it was always forever. Right? Because last time it was the bile thing. The bile is what split them up last time, which somewhat makes sense because Majin Buu
fucking stomach acid split them in half.
Which is funny to me, but here's the thing, right? It makes sense when the dude has swallowed gods. Like, Buu is made up of other gods.
True. Well,
so
I guess technically, yes, he is.
Because remember, it's not like he was like, oh, I'm sort of just using you for power. By that
He's
point,
absorbed
they were
other
digested,
Kais.
and they were, they were a part of him. It wasn't like when you could rip out Majin Buu. He was new. So I mean, Fat Buu or Heavy Buu. You could rip him out, and he'd be fine.
Find odd, because
why?
Everyone that he absorbed had a pod in his brain. Why weren't the other Kais there? Oh, well.
They were there for longer. For millennia.
I guess. Oh, maybe they just finally faded into his consciousness or some shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a
Making
bit
my
different.
brain hurt.
Well, remember, again, they're supposed to be broken down, like actually broken down and like destroyed.
Well,
like I'm pretty sure
because he ate Vegito. He didn't absorb him.
Fair enough.
No, he did. Fuck.
No. He ate. Didn't he eat him as chocolate? I thought he ate him.
No, because he beat the shit out of him as candy, and then he's like, I could beat the shit out of you as candy, or I could be in human form, and he changes him back. He does actually absorb him because that was Vegito's plan. He's like, wait, I got to get everybody out first before I kill this guy.
Mhm. What I love so much is just remembering. I don't remember if they did this in the show, but I'm just remembering as Candy, he goes right through his throat and also breaks off the part of him that absorbs him.
Yes.
God, that was so much fun. Anyway, but let's talk a little bit about 65 because we haven't talked about that enough. I want to say that it was filler and it wasn't useless, but it kind of just it was cool in how it made everything tense for the people in the underground, and then it set them up for episode 66 so they could all be like, "Long. But
that one guy got vaporized.
Yeah.
Like, is it safe to go out yet? I'll go out. No, I'll go out. No, I'll go out. Damn it, guys, let me do something for once. Okay. I wasn't serious.
Yajirobe.
Oh, dear God!
Yajirobe was so pissed.
Fucking Yajirobe.
Yeah, no, it sucks. So they're going to be like, we want to bring everyone that was destroyed back from the dead, who were destroyed by the androids, Cell, Buu, who else is on the list? Give me a second.
Bitch, you ain't got no Dragon Balls.
And Dark Goku. Shut the fuck up. We have King of All potentially coming up. There's a chance we're going to get that happen.
Yes,
potentially.
that I saw.
So here's my thing, right? They say all that, right? Literally one guy, why wasn't I brought back? They didn't ask for Zamasu who fused with Zamasu. Fuck all of you. He's like the only one that died. At that point, everyone was alive with this fused Zamasu. And he's the only one that died. They're going to have to specify, otherwise he's going to stay in heaven.
One of the things that kind of pisses me off in that episode is, well, there were two big ones, but this one was Zamasu ranting about
65.
Yeah, in 65, like the coming of the world of gods. It's like, didn't you kill off all the others? Didn't you specifically say that a few episodes ago? So basically, it's just the world for you. There is no plural.
Yeah.
There is only you.
Well, he fused with himself. Like, remember, there are two of them.
There is still only him, then.
Yes, fair enough. No, you're right. You're right. That's the problem with him. He just rants because he's a fucking idiot. You're so smart
that
you're
point,
stupid.
I think he's just completely fucking lost his mind at that point, too.
Correctamundo.
No, I have to say,
really
I like his character design.
Oh. Yes.
And I like the
enjoyed
halo.
the most. the Halos, yes, we talked about that last episode. What I really enjoyed is actually what I didn't enjoy was, actually no, they gave both of them a sensu bean, right? They used the last 2 sensu beans on Vegeta and Goku, yeah?
Yes.
Because all right, cool. Anyway, so I'm good there. My thing was that I'm just looking at this right now. I'm like, what did I enjoyed that they went back to the quote-unquote blue Trunks, but not so much that he's a super, like, I'm happy that they haven't called him anything yet, because I really don't want them to try and sit there and be like, he's Super Saiyan Blue Trunks. Like, no, we've talked about this last episode. I'm happy that he seems to be like a 1.5, like Demi, or whatever you might want to call him, right?
Yeah.
The fans will come up with Demi. It sucks because the fans are going to come up with something cool like Trunks, Demi Saiyan, right? And then everyone else, and then like Toei's going to be like 0.5 God.
No, he'll be Trunks light blue.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll go for light blue, and the fans will go for Demi, and we'll be like, that Demi sounds pretty cool, actually. And they'll be like, nah, light blue.
I said that on the podcast, but whatever.
What? Demi?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I liked it.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's where you're getting it from, right? Right?
Sure. Anyway,
fuck you.
Why the fuck not? I remember everything you say, Tristan. Anyway, but yeah, I guess. Oh, I was going to say I really enjoyed that they actually stuck with the immortal thing, like the mortal body, one body mortal, one body immortal, and that's why I do think that potentially they have the opportunity to have Supreme Kai next episode say, I've never actually seen humans fuse, so I didn't realize that something could break you guys apart, like an hour, right? And then you have, Obi-Wan Kenobi basically being like, oh no, I've seen it before. I know.
What the fuck?
What? Remember? Isn't he? Yeah, he was Obi-Wan, while Zamasu is still Anakin at this point.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Imagine if Anakin, like, Jesus Christ, like, past Anakin works with future Darth Vader, telling him, I'm you from the past, and Vader going, yes, I fucking remember the fire. And Anakin's like, wait, I switched bodies with someone else. What fire?
Oh my God. He'd be like in Obi-Wan's body or in Palpatine's body or some fucking shit like that. Anyway,
Anakin has 2 body choices. He is going to be a bounty hunter. All right, so he's Boba Fett. Boba Fett's dad.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Oh,
or he's Padme.
All right. Okay.
One or the other. He has no other options. That's the only.
So I'll tell you what I really liked about episode 65.
I like the father-son combo, but what I didn't like is because they hadn't done the whole mortal thing yet, to me it just felt like, all right, this is a cool moment, but if you're just going to tell me he's going to survive it because he's fucking immortal, then it takes away the power from it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of did. And when Vegeta stood, they inevitably find out, oh, right, he's not dead, and Vegeta jumps in the way of Trunks, it's like, I know neither of you are going to be killed off in this, obviously, so that kind of took away from that, too. And then just to finish it off, we'll have Goku give his shot, too, got to have that Kamehameha. Not saying I didn't enjoy it, I did, but at the same time, it was like, we just did this, guys. We just fucking did this 5 seconds ago, and it didn't work.
What I think is really funny to me is that the second we saw the father-son combo with, Vegeta and Trunks, I was like, and now we're ripping off even more from the Cell Saga?
I ain't mad. I ain't even mad. That is one that I'll give it to him. I'm like, I wanted to see that. You know what? I don't even care if it's ripping off something else. I wanted it.
No, I mean, look, we've acknowledged this entire arc is in some ways or another paying homage or ripping off other parts of the Android Future Trunks, Future Trunks / Cell Saga, and it's okay because it was done so different, so fucking weird and different.
Yeah.
Right? The one thing I want to
but
say
always
is when I saw
the sword.
66.
The sword
Yes,
always gets
the
broken.
sword.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, it always gets
though,
broken. God damn it.
It's okay. It's okay, Tristan. It's okay.
He gets a shiny new one.
But
he makes the shiny new one.
But
Holy shit! Sword beam.
Yeah. Episode 66. When he started showing that he was mortal, and he started being like basically purple goo.
Like degenerating.
I was sitting there. Yeah, I was like, great, and now we're doing the Majin Buu arc. What are we gonna get? Future Mystic Gohan?
Fuck off.
Imagine that, just like no.
They
Imagine
did that.
just Gohan. They did.
I mean, it was
what?
in a game.
Future Mystic.
Yeah.
Okay, that made more sense.
In Shin Budokai.
God, imagine that.
Too.
Oh, Future Mystic Gohan missing an arm, and then we're all sitting here and we're like, oh my God, look at this, and just King Enma. I don't know how they got out, and frankly, I don't care. We're kind of overpopulated at this point.
Oh God.
Like, frankly, some of the other Z fighters, y'all should have left too. Fuck it. I want to see the afterlife. I think I said this last episode. I want to see their future afterlife while this is all going on. Like, imagine Goku looking down like, Vegeta, Vegeta, we're gods. What?
Mm-hmm.
And then also just, why we fused? Vegeta vomits.
Hey, just profusely.
Profuse vomiting.
He's just Goku's just like, we're dead. How are you doing that?
Also, Vegeta, I got stabbed through the chest. Stop making me feel good now, Kakarot. Trying to vomit. Oh God. Vegeta, they're torturing me. Look, I'm happy to hear it. Just please let me vomit in peace. But
oh
my God. But what was I gonna say? I don't think we said this last time. How do you feel about the new ending song?
I mean, I had just started getting used to the last one, and now there's this one, and this one's just fucking weird.
This one is weird, but I like it. But I feel the exact same way. I feel like Super with their ending songs, not all the time, but because I feel like the two ending songs ago, they got a real nice groove going, and I was like, okay, cool, it's been a while. But the last one, it was like, okay, you guys are really new, whatever, but I'll take it. And then out of nowhere, it's like, nah, JK, we got a 5th/6th one. I'm not even sure anymore. And I'm like, all right, guys, how long did you fucking license that last one for?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious right now?
And I love how, like, most of them have been, like, happy, but, the others were still going off, like, the first few were still going off of, the nostalgia of we're back. And then these last, like, the last one before this current one was just kind of like, oh, we have a happy ending because, everybody's dying in the future and it's kind of fucking grim right now. So you know what? We're going to have a happy dance sing-along at the end before we go into the next preview that sounds just like, and here's more murder.
What's funny, though, is there's always this disconnect where I understand, I like that concept, I get it, it makes sense, but there's always some disconnect because, like, they don't realize that to us, I think, and I don't know, maybe it happens to them, too. I shouldn't say it's only an American thing. But just this idea of, like, and will he be murdered in cold blood? Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Super. Fucking 5 seconds later. Happy, dance, kung fu. Let's eat some meat and not die. Yay! Like, that's the fucking song.
Well, because the preview comes after the ending theme.
Yeah,
and the
preview
has
so bad, though.
Kind of has, like, the deep beat, or I don't know what you call it, but, like, the ominous kind of, like,
You're
beat,
not gonna
and
get
it's like,
the...
ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You need something nice sandwiched in between. It's just so funny how it just goes from just like, and I will destroy you all. Happy, happy dance. Aren't we having fun? No one's really dead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, that's just fucking, like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
it just comes off as so, like, jarring to some or comical to others.
Right.
But anyway, one thing I want to mention that I actually don't like about, and it didn't really hit me until these last two previews.
Right.
I don't like the way Super is setting up its previews because, like, I don't know, maybe it's me, but I feel like Dragon Ball Z, although I don't remember that many next episode previews because I just don't remember them. They didn't do them in America because they aired them mostly daily, and I don't remember the Japanese ones. But I don't know, for some reason for me, right? When I think of next episode previews, I think of them like actually explaining what the fuck is going on. So, like in other words, like when we played, and like when we were kids, right? And we played like Dragon Ball Budokai, right? And Goku would be like, "Wow, next time we're going to Planet Namek."
Yeah.
Right? Where here, he's just like, "Yeah, man, things are pretty cray." And you're like, fucking Vegeto's in the background. We have no context. He's just there. They didn't even show, like, a scene of them putting on Potara. And Goku's not really mentioning Vegeto. I mean, even the fucking episode title obviously wouldn't mention Vegeto. You don't want to spoil anything. But, like, it's just crazy to me that, like, you have the entire fucking preview, and Goku's just like, yeah, so, next time, stuff's going down, and here's the episode title, and you're kind of like, Vegeto's right there. Like, even the way they showed King of All in
feel like
in
nowadays,
episode 66.
I feel like nowadays they're relying more on just the clips, like the little snippets that they show in the previews to have you go like you said, like, wait, what the fuck? And not really relying on, the characters kind of explaining like, oh, we're, really fucked right now, but it's like, but I've got a secret for you, and, make sure you, tune in next time kind of thing. It's more of they're relying on the actual visual effect than the actual just narrating.
And I'm not a big fan of that. I want both. Like, if he had said it that exact way, that would have been so fucking cool, because then all of a sudden you see Vegeto's face, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
and then it's done.
I kind of do agree with that. I would like it if they were kind of synced up, and it wouldn't even have to be like you see all of Vegeto. It could be just like either them with the earrings on, or you could just see like, I don't know, like his eyes or some shit like that,
Yeah, no, like here's the thing. I understand if they wanted to keep the same exact clips that they used, the exact same way in the exact same order. Just the fact that Goku doesn't even really reference the fact that Vegeto's going on in the background, it feels like they just got the voice actress to just say generic shit, and then in post was like, hey, let's put in Vegito. That'll get people to watch.
Yeah. Or even like for the last preview for like King of All just appears, and it's just like Goku's just talking about patting Trunks on the back the entire time, not even saying like, oh, well, I mean.
That's what I'm saying.
Saying like farewell
to
Trunks, but that was like about the only thing that referenced this is what's going on next time, but we kind of already knew that. So
but what I'm saying is and also by the way, the farewell thing was the episode title. But that's what I'm trying to say. I do think that they maybe got her to just say random generic shit about the episode. And then in the background they're like, okay, what'll get people to watch? Well, obviously showing them Vegeto. So when they had her record the lines, it had nothing to do with Vegeto.
Right.
I only say this because, like, yes, these aren't released like a year in advance. Like, I'm sorry, they aren't like finished a year in advance. They are finished maybe like 2 months in advance. But at the same time, if you remember, it's Japan, so they actually have to like record this before they animate it.
Right.
Like in America, we're matching voice flaps. They don't have to do that in Japan. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they could have had her do that in advance and like, okay, cool, we got your episode thing. They could have had her record them in like fucking a session of like 10 of them, right? And she just records them all, and then it's just like, cool, we're good. And then later on, it's just like, oh yeah, and let's put in the clips of Vegeto. Because isn't it weird, man, that like clearly it wasn't planned. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't plan something like that. A weird disconnect like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, also I felt bad just seeing Vegito like that too, because like I'm cool with spoilers for the next episode, just not when they're that blatant.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool with seeing previews and going, okay, cool, it's a spoiler. But it was so fucking blatant and like no shot of the Potara, so literally it's just everything's normal. Oh, Vegito, whatever, and then moving on. And I'm like, no. By the way,
Yeah.
speaking of Vegito Blue, his existence shouldn't even, like, be a thing. Like, the universe should shatter just from him existing.
Right. Well, I
Fucking
mean,
shit. No, but yeah.
we had two gods fused just before with Zamasu and Zamasu. So, and
But
the
they
universe.
weren't Super
Granted,
Saiyan
he was
gods.
cutting open dimensional rifts, and that didn't have any negative repercussions either.
I'm assuming King of All is going to say some shit next episode.
Probably.
But just-
I mean, because they made the
but
whole
really,
deal
yeah.
with. I can't. Well, I mean, now here's the problem. I can't remember whether it was in the show or in the movie. I'm pretty sure it was in the show, which makes this fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
When Goku and Beerus were trading blows, it's like, you guys got to stop that. You're shaking apart the universe. It's like,
I'm
we
pretty sure
kind
it
of
was a little bit
dropped
of
that
both,
one.
But I know the show did it.
Yeah, it's like we've kind of dropped that, haven't we? Because technically we're having two gods go blow to blows right here, right now.
Well, that's not exactly the case, dude. Blow to blow is a problem not when my fist meets your stomach. It's when my fist meets your fist that's coming at my fist. That's the problem. They were evenly matched, probably because, you know, they weren't actually trying to kill each other. It was Beerus more testing him than anything. So because they were blow for blow, there's a chance that because of that, it was, you know, again, punch for punch. That can shatter universes. But if I'm trying to punch you and you get out of the way, or I try to punch you and you get hit in the stomach, that's not going to shatter the universe.
Zamasu and Vegito definitely both went blow for blow at least once.
Okay, well, I think
and
that's
it was held
universe
for
10.
a few seconds.
Well, I'm feeling really bad
yeah.
because one of the universes exploded. I don't know which one, but we have like one less universe.
I mean, everything is apparently dead in Future Trunks' universe anyway, so...
Oh, well, no, but it's in his universe, not the other universes. Unless he said, I went to all other universes in this timeline. Did he say that or no?
I mean...
I thought he just went to his universe. See? This is what I didn't like about this arc. You see what I'm saying?
So you're saying that maybe it was just the future Zamasu that came out of his well, because oh god, it fucking hurts. Oh god, even trying to explain it fucking hurts.
What's wrong? What do you need help with?
No, because Zamasu talks about he killed all the other gods.
Yeah.
In all the other universes.
Oh, never mind. So you're right. Never mind. Sorry then. In that future, yes, he did it then.
Yeah. Right. So now I don't know if it's future. Now hold on though. Here's my confusion. I don't know whether he's talking about future Trunks' universes or it's future Zamasu from his alternate line, his universes that were destroyed.
Oh, well, it has to be both, technically, because if you destroyed it in one, then in the future, it clearly happened, like it's stuck. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if there were other gods, they would have shown up by now.
Right, yeah. They probably would have come
have this calamity.
Yeah.
And, exactly. By the way, so let's see. Oh, yes, I was going to say I'm happy that they addressed that half of him is mortal, right?
Yeah.
Because they were assuming he was immortal, but they didn't know. And that's why I was saying earlier, that's why you can potentially get Supreme Kai saying, well, I didn't know that, that two humans could only last for an hour with the Potara, and then everything stays okay. and no nerd gets mad.
Well, it's
We're the
funny
nerds.
because I'm
We
pretty
get it
sure either Gozu or Supreme Kai says, like, oh, why did it wear off so fast? It's like, I guess no. He goes, they must have used up the energy that was needed to hold the fusion together. So I'm assuming that's like, yeah, God mode ended it real quick.
No, not that. I mean, just from the fact that 1 hour was an arbitrary time limit that came out of nowhere. Next episode, because everything's going to be calmer, Supreme Kai can just say, I've never actually had humans fuse, so.
Well, because in Z, I guess it was 30 minutes, wasn't it? The fusion dance was 30 minutes.
Yes, but that was the fusion dance.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with Potara.
Right. Maybe.
Yeah.
Apparently.
No, but it has nothing to do with Potara because one is canon, one isn't.
Yes, well, technically, one is canon. They just never. Well, no, I mean, okay, both are canon. Both techniques are canon. Both fusions are not canon. Yes.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. That's true. You win this round.
Yeah.
What you do?
Damn right I do. Fuck you.
Never mind. Now you've lost. What?
Oh.
I don't know, right? Like, I'm so confused. Anyway, so what matters is that here we are, right, with this Vegeta Blue. And I will say, though, I don't think they used, like, his fighting skills to their peak, if you will. I don't think they used, like, his actual, like, but I'll say this, though. They did have other shit going on. And that's probably why they didn't focus on them as much. And I do want to say that while I know that these two, technically this one, because Vegeta is one person, they didn't fight much in Z, but they put them in the game, which means that obviously you have moves that they're going to perform. And a lot of times when we see characters that really, at this point in the series, only fight a lot in games, we'll see their techniques and we'll freak out and be like, oh my God. So, it was just weird to me, I think, seeing Vegito come out not having him fight as much. And then it did make sense later when it was like, oh, okay, you needed the two of them separate to put their hands together to, give Trunks the energy. Because it would have looked weird if Vegito did that. And you also, it's true, it would have been weird.
I mean,
and
I think with Vegito's moves, you got to see the two fan favorites. I mean, the sword and, final Kamehameha. Of
course. I just wanted him to kick more. Because technically, Vegito works on kicks, not so much punches. At least that's what I've seen.
That's what it seemed like
that's what I remember.
Boo, yeah.
Yeah, he relied on his kicks, and then I know that the games do it more. Kicks more than punches.
Speaking of kicks, at the beginning of the episode, after Goku does the, shootout with Zamasu, and then they go blow for blow again, and his arm is still fucked up. I love the fact that Goku just starts kicking him, and kicking the shit out of him, too. It's like, your face is melted. Wait, that's an opening. Beat the shit out of him, beat the shit out of him, beat the shit out of him. And he grabs him and breaks his other leg, and he's like, you know what? You've broken two of my limbs right now. I'm a little annoyed. Kaioken. Kyle, what?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I really enjoyed that they translated Kaioken.
Yeah.
And here's why. For some people that might be, a bit more purist and they want it to be as, Kaioken, Kaioken instead of King Kai Fist. Here's the problem with that. First off, my thing is always, if it means something in English and it's not someone's name, like John or Adam, right? And someone, not a monster, right? Not, a character that clearly, like imagine if someone was like, no, we can't call him Cell, we have to call him Seru. And it's like, no, Cell is like androids and he's a cell. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be weird. Like, I do believe that we should translate people's names in some ways, right? Or, some would call it localizing, yada, yada. I understand. I understand. But I do feel like we should do that in sometimes, right? But when it comes to Kinkai Fist and other techniques, I know some people would find it weird if we translated Kamehameha. And you know what? We haven't for years, so I understand the precedent. However, right, Kamehameha or Kamehameha, when it's written, it looks exactly the same as when it's said.
Right.
However, because of the way Funimation, we've had them pronounce Kaioken, it would really, I think, throw people off if it was written the same way that, it's actually supposed to be pronounced, Kaioken. And also because of the fact that we translate King Kai.
Yeah.
Right? Supreme Kai. It's not Supreme Kaio or Kaioshin. I think it's, Shinkai. So, we don't have that happen, right? We don't have Kaio-sama. It's King Kai. So it would just make sense to have King Kai Fist, and then Funimation, when they say it out loud, they're just going to have Sean Schmel or Schimmel or Shimmy, love him so much. He's my childhood. Have him say Kaioken or Kaioken, right? I'm okay with him saying it out loud because that's what they've said for years. He doesn't have to say King Kai Fist. Like, that would be weird to me if he said that in Super and nowhere else.
Right.
Right? But here, having it written, having to read it, I'm okay with them translating it as King Kai Fist. They even did that in some of the earlier games. I don't know if they kept it going, but I know they did it in Budokai, which was so weird to see. I know, and they did. So I don't think they said King Kai Fist, but they translated it to that, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Anyway. So what's weird though is, I don't know if they were trying to fuck with Zamasu, but I don't know why they were like, oh, a mortal named Son Goku will always be in your body. It's like, wait, I'm confused. Like, because if you're trying to say you're not going to be immortal because that body is in there, it's like, but that's not Goku. That's you again. You know what I mean? Like, no, because it's not. It's not Goku's soul. It's his body. But saying that mortal Son Goku will be in you forever. No, he's not. He's dead somewhere in Zamasu's body.
Oh, God. He's dead in Oh, God. Could you, if he kept his body in the other world?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Oh,
but
God. He would have to wear the face of Chi-Chi and Goten's murderer for the rest of eternity. Oh, wow.
Well, to be fair, he wouldn't have to because it's not – technically, he wasn't the murderer. Goku was. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, God, that just got really dark really quick.
They probably like the change in face. We prefer this face. This isn't the face that killed us. So anyway, all I'm trying to say is that I feel like, it was a weird statement because, Goku will always be inside your body. And I guess maybe they're trying to make it more poetic, haha, even though you switch bodies, Goku is the one that's hurting you now. And it's like, no, it was Zamasu's hubris.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to make the point. It's like you still have a mortal as a part of you, and that's what's screwing you over right now.
Yes, which I think so. It's just it's weird because it's like saying the mortal Son Goku. It's just like, you mean his body?
Right.
But it's not like Goku's in there. It's not like a gem fusion in Steven Universe. He's not in there holding back Zamasu. He's dead. He's gone.
Mm. Oh, yeah,
you know I mean? So, because that's happened in Steven Universe, by the way. I know you don't really watch, but yeah, you get confused.
I don't think they were going at it from the sense of, Goku's in there holding you back. No, definitely not.
No.
It's more of the fact that it's like, yes, you may be two gods fused together, but half of you is mortal and half of you is immortal. And it's like, it's going to fuck with you. That was one thing I did really, I did like about their fight. It was, I guess it kind of stems from, again, I have a bit of a martial arts background, so I've always trained and, with the idea of, mind and body, spirit and body are always in sync. And if you don't have that, if there's an imbalance between both, and we've seen this reference before with, Ginyu and his body snatching, it's like, you may have my body, but you don't know how to use it. In the sense of you don't have my convictions, you don't have my training, you don't have the mental part behind it. And that's really important. like, sure, Zamasu has this whole, conviction to, I need to cleanse the universe of all mortals, and preserve everything else, for this perfect world, this stagnant, perfect picture. But you don't have a spirit behind it. You're soulless. You're dead inside. You don't have the spirit behind Goku or Vegeta or, hell, Trunks, and that's what's gonna be your downfall.
Yeah. I'm sitting back. I'm like, he's gonna be doing this for a while. And by the way, I love when you do this. So I'm like, this is nice. I've talked a lot. But yeah,
and I did like Vegito's one start when he fused and went in, and it's like, oh, you're just stealing. It's like you're just stealing the moves of the gods. It's like, now you're fusing because I fused. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna kill you now. And I love how Vegito just catches the ball and crushes it.
Mhm. It was a lot of fun, right? But again, I was de-hyped the second it was like, oh, don't worry, it'll only take an hour. I was like, okay, you somehow managed to de-hype Vegito. That's another thing too, by the way. Another reason why I think I would have preferred some bullshit with God form fucking with the fusion, and that's why they, broke apart, right? I would have preferred that bullshit because I'd rather the moment be taken away from me after before it ever began.
I'm pretty sure that's why they split.
You misunderstand. That's why they split, but I would have rather of that being the reason why they split, not bringing up the fact that it only takes an hour, regardless.
Right. Okay. So, you would have rathered it happened without them saying, here's the Potara earrings. As far as we know, you're going to be stuck together. And then in the fight, they split, and you're like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
And they're both, wait, what?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it's the God form must have done it. Yes,
right.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, the God form did it, but it was going to happen regardless, so it doesn't fucking
you
matter.
Would have had
them going like, well, the God form. Yeah.
You would have rathered the explanation come afterwards and during the fight when they couldn't really, I guess, think about it in a sense.
Well, before
just have
fight,
it happen, quote unquote, unexpectedly.
Yes, because again, someone might say, well, that would ruin the moment. Well, the moment was ruined before it began in telling me, oh, don't worry, you'll be fine in an hour.
Mm.
I was like, that ruined it for me. Now, yes, they were able to make up for it, of course, but still, I'm saying that, if you're going to tell me, oh, the moment's ruined, right?
Yeah.
You ruin it afterwards with do Ex Machina. You don't ruin it first.
Right.
Yeah. Also, I'm happy that the one good thing is because they didn't kill Zamasu, it wasn't technically do Ex Machina because they weren't the trump card. Technically, Trunks was with his Gambare Ultraman stick. Yeah.
We'll put it that way. We'll chalk it up that way. It was a team effort. Yes, Trunks went in for the kill, but Vegito did weaken him to the point of his mortal body and immortal body are really starting to fuck with each other now. He's losing it, which I thought was kind of a nice touch. To be honest, I did like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. And I really enjoyed Trunks fighting him at the end because, Trunks took a Tensei Bean, so he isn't as damaged. And, of course, he's, Super Saiyan, whatever the fuck. So I'm okay with all that. And everyone gave him their energy. So it's it's funny. Goku and Vegeta, we're pretty much dead. We still have enough energy to give him. Enough that he'll be just fine. We're so much powerful. We're so much more powerful. I guess in all seriousness, it's kind of funny. They're that much more powerful.
Because at least in at least in Yu Yu Hakusho, kind of when they would do that kind of thing, it would be like I'm using some of my life energy. It's like, my spirit energy is kind of the excess, but it's like I'm going to tap into my life force now. And granted, they always pulled through after doing that when it's like, no, you used your life force. You should probably be dead right now. But they made a distinction, I guess, kind of thing.
But either way, it was still fun that they all gave their energy to Trunks. And I love that they got Ader, they got the turtle. I love that they actually they sat there and they were like, look, these people still exist, Like,
Yeah.
what would kill Ader, honestly? And it's like, I mean, heck, it's funny. I would imagine 17 and 18 going up to him going, huh, what an inferior robot. Well, I guess he'll be part of the new world, and then leaving him.
Yeah.
Can't you imagine that? Like, he's sad because he's like, no, maybe they even humored him. They're like, you're protecting these people? Whatever, we'll come back for him later. And then they leave, and then Trunks kills them, and we're all chill.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No, because,
Yeah.
like, I can't imagine. And he was living with people in a cave. Like, I just imagine that, like, he basically was able to just hide them.
Mm.
And, of course, Zamasu can't sense his life energy. He isn't an actual
Right.
living, breathing thing.
Being.
Because he's 100%
Yeah, a
android.
living being.
Yeah. He's basically 16's predecessor, like spiritual
Yeah.
predecessor.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it's very interesting to think that, like, right, of course Ader would be alive.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But the turtle was nice, though. Also,
Mhm.
technically, Roshi should still be alive. So I don't know why they didn't want to show Roshi. I guess they didn't want to have too many. Or if they showed Roshi, it'd have to be, like, comic relief. Like, Yajirobe was funny, but they wanted to make sure that he could grow. But if they gave him Roshi... oh, technically, Roshi's underwater still, maybe.
Right. If they're still alive. Like,
Yeah.
not that they
But I
got
don't-
killed,
I
but,
don't know.
like, did Roshi
Oh.
just finally kind of, It's like, God knows how old he
No.
is by that point.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess
I'm just sitting here.
he's still
No.
kicking in our future, in our main line, and he's probably older at that point, so
Mhm.
I don't fucking
No,
know.
you scared the fuck out of me. Because I thought you were sitting there like Roshi went crazy. I'm like, this is not going to be the fucking Shining, you fucking creep.
Oh,
What
God.
the fuck are you talking about?
He just ate oolong and poir in the submarine.
You're a sick fuck.
And he's been trying to eat Turtle, but that's why Turtle's up on the house, so Roshi can't get to him. Oh, God.
All submarine and no dirty mag make Roshi a...
Oh, God.
Here's Roshi.
You're
It's just
sick
like,
and
oh God,
fucked up,
no.
if not more than me, just as much, so fuck you too.
Roshi ends up being in an imaginary bar with fucking Taio Pai Pai as the fucking bartender. Have I seen you somewhere before?
No.
My God.
Nowhere. Oh, God.
Oh, well, okay. But, aren't you Taio Pai Pai? What? Like, I love it. Right? Oh, okay. But in all seriousness, though, I assume they're still underground. No one ate anyone, you fucking freak. Just literally, Puar just shows up next to Yamcha. How'd you die? Don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Roshi, Puar stabbed me. You tried to eat me. I'm Oolong. Just literally, Oolong's just like, hi everyone. But no, I think it would just be very interesting to see what happened to them. But in all seriousness,
God.
I think they didn't want to introduce them.
But they wouldn't have
What?
bodies if they were eaten. In
Yes,
Otherworld,
they
there
would.
wouldn't be a body.
Yes, there would.
No, because they kind of blew that with Chaozu, but that was filler where you saw them. So it's like, because Chaozu blew himself up, so it's like he doesn't have a body in Otherworld, but we never really got to that discussion.
Yeah, it was filler. Yeah, it was filler.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, think about it, dude. Fucking Tien still had an arm.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Anyway.
to be fair, he
Yeah.
did grow it back. Please tell me you remember that. Like the line.
Did he actually say that?
Yes, dude, in the ocean dub, they didn't know what the fuck to do because he got his arm cut off. So he screamed out. He screamed out, "Don't worry, it'll grow back." And as a kid, I was like, I know you have a fucking third eye, but you can grow your arm back
I don't
too.
think
What
you
the
can
fuck
do
is
that.
this show? And he couldn't. They just had to put that line in because you can't
Right.
draw in another arm.
Okay.
like you could turn Piccolo's blood green, which makes more sense, by the way. You could turn Piccolo's blood green. You can do whatever you want to try to like take away things like blood. But when it comes to like my arm is chopped off, it's like, how are we gonna cut this up? It's like we can't. There was no way they could cut it up appropriately.
Right. Gotcha.
Oh my God! Yeah, I want to send you that line too. Ultraman and Tien screaming, "It'll grow back."
Okay.
Don't worry, it'll grow back.
Looking forward to it.
Your father was a brilliant scientist. Anyway, my father?
Oh,
Sure, why the fuck not? Your scientist was a brilliant father. My scientist was? I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ. This is where we are right now.
It's funny.
What?
I do want to say, like, for Trunks, like, I really am so very happy that Trunks got the final kill, and especially the way that he said it, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know, when they say, "Oh, Trunks, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay here with us?" He's like, "No, I'm going to go finish this." It's like, fuck yeah.
Mhm.
And
especially
the
that
fact
we needed.
Yeah, it's like this is my future, this is my timeline. I'm going to fucking, stand up for it. And the fact that when he used the energy to reforge his sword, I was so fucking weirded out. All I could think was sword beam, and looking back at like Piccolo making clothes for Gohan when he was training him. But like when I saw it start to glow, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be a new thing. I really thought that they were, like, when I saw that happen, I thought it was going to be, oh, he's going to try the Mafuba again. And because they forgot, like, the whole thing, the jar didn't work because they forgot the fucking talisman, god damn it. I mean, whatever. It worked out for the better, but Jesus fucking Christ, that pissed me off. But I thought it was going to be like, no, my sword will be his fucking prison. Because I thought, I don't know how, but like for some reason my brain just thought of like, oh, it's not just a normal sword now. It's like it's going to have some magical properties and shit. I don't know why, but that's just what came to mind. And I thought he was going to like stab him with it and be like, now I'm going to seal you away. Even though they'd already started to establish that his body was breaking down, but like, yeah.
Well, no, here's the thing, man. I don't want to like laugh at you for that because it definitely felt like they were trying to go for more of a King Arthur's sword thing.
Yeah.
Like that's what it felt like they were trying to go for, that motif. Very much like a slay the beast, slay the dragon, David Goliath, all this shit that they were trying to go for there. That's just my take on it. I don't think,
Yeah. And then it was he starts glowing, and it's like, oh, that's his light. And then the kids start glowing, and then I realized exactly where they were going. I'm like, oh, this is happening. Right? I was flipping the fuck out. Like, you can say whatever you want about the lead up and all of that. Like, I will admit right now, like, I was fucking hyped. Like, I know where this is going. We're going to have a good old-fashioned spirit bomb to end this boss, motherfucker.
Yeah. So it was interesting to me because of the fact that, like, they showed the kids reflecting in his sword, and I was like, oh, no, they're sealed in the sword. They're stuck in there. Oh, no.
Their souls are what reforged it. What?
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Show got real fucking dark.
Hey, it's the future.
No,
it's dark and edgy.
Right. Yeah, right. Oh man, the future. so fucking edgy. The future. I really enjoyed that because it felt weird to me, man. Like Trunks comes back for shit, and it's not always his timeline, but he's kind of the one that informed them, like, hey man, Androids are gonna be here, and they're like, okay, thanks. You can go now. You can leave. We're going to deal with this ourselves. So it's kind of like, okay, guys, yes, he's tagging along. Yes, he's not a god, nor is he two, nor is he a fused god on either side, apparently. But it's still like, you're still Trunks. This is your timeline. You deserve this. So you can tell, though, that, that's why I was saying, like, these guys are fans of Trunks as well because they wanted to make him look cool, right? I understand why some people wouldn't like this. Again, not so much fans of Ultraman. Like, they don't really know much about it. It seems too cheesy and corny. But really, I don't know. I like this kind of end. Now, of course, some would say, but there's no precedent for this. Like, what does this mean for Trunks and his sword and shit like that? You know what I mean? And I'm hoping, we'll talk about that next episode. Like, I would be so mad if everyone's just like, yeah, it's pretty normal. Like, without any explanation. Like, even if it's like, oh, they all came together to bring their energy. Like a spirit bomb, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
But if they just go, well, that was normal, right? And no one references it, I'm going to complain on a podcast.
Oh, God.
So
Super, please don't do this to me. I'm the one who has to listen to him.
We know you write this months in advance. We're just saying to change it because Matt's going to be an idiot.
Matt's going to get pissed at me.
You know what I would love? I would love Goku. I would love Goku. Hey, Trunks, you remade your sword. I'm not a fucking blacksmith, Goku. That's my boy. High five, Trunks.
And I have to say, the way, like, he cut Zamasu, like, he went, like, bottom up. Like, I'm guessing they wanted that last shot of just his face splitting in half, but, like, all I could think was when you only start to see it going through his body when it's, like, halfway up his chest, that it's just like, oh, Trunks, you went crotch first. God damn.
You want to know why? Why Trunks? Because he's a dick. Yeah!
Just God, Trunks, like Mai just comes up and puts the sunglasses on him.
I can't wait for Vegeta to walk up to the two of them. Vegeta to just kind of like nod-ish to Mai, like, you're his wife? No!
No, it's
like I imagine
no, we're
Vegeta's
not doing
gonna
that.
Fuck
I
it up.
said you're his wife and son.
My God.
You are her husband, and I'm not going to hear anything else about it. Am I right? Yes, Father.
Goku,
good.
That was such a nice moment. He just walks up to other people. You're his wife. Like he's just doing that to everyone in the future.
Oh, my God.
Walks up to Supreme Kai and fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Supreme Kai, you're his wife. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Vegeta? Vegeta, why? Everyone needs to repopulate the future.
Oh, boy.
The Turtle's like, what? Vegeta?
Is that
everyone?
That's how we're gonna get Bra in the future. It's gonna be in future Trunks' future, not in the real line, so she still won't exist.
I love that. She's never going to exist.
Probably.
Oh God,
not.
Bulma's gonna get brought back to life, but she's gonna be like, so, this is totally like not cheating, right? Or like, is it? I mean, she's you, but like she's not, but she is. So I mean, you know. No? Okay. Like, what are you gonna do? Although it's funny though, I forgot that. What?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
I forgot that Bulma's there with him until like midway through that joke. I was like, right, Bulma from their timeline is still there.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said the joke started off with like, so I mean it's like not cheating, and then midway through.
No, I know.
I
understand what your joke was. Never mind. I'm not even gonna explain what just happened.
Okay.
Anyway.
Again, he would get slapped. He would get slapped from both sides of his face.
I mean...
It'd be harder than Zamasu.
I mean...
It would be harder than Zamasu. Yes. Bulma would not like him talking to other Bulma.
I mean...
No, you don't mean. Bulma would not like that.
Okay,
like,
let's just leave it at that.
Piece of canon? What fucking piece of canon makes you think that Bulma would be like, yeah, sure, go sleep with another version of me?
Okay,
what
I'm just
going to
say this.
Canon?
Bulma can be very self-absorbed. That's all I'm going to say.
So she won't be...
That's all I'm going to say.
So she'll be like, Vegeta, you're going to go back to the past. I'm going to get to know myself better. GTFO, get the fuck away. I do get it. You're a fucking idiot regardless.
Well, thank you.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Yeah, didn't see that coming, did you?
I like when we get along on the show.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't.
Fuck you.
No one ever thanks me. See, that's normal. that sounded more natural. Go fuck yourself. Love you too.
It's almost like
anyway.
we're in sync, like we're fused.
We finish each other's sad elephant.
Sentences.
Oh God, the fusion fucking destroys.
Fuck.
Fucking splits in half. It's before an hour. What happens in real life when that happens? I start vomiting uncontrollably. Matt, is that blood? We shouldn't have fucking done this. Also, you have my arm. Where is it? Sticking out of your fucking chest. Oh my God.
Oh God.
We shouldn't have fucking done this. We shouldn't have done this. Why were we trying to be gods?
Zamasu is like just laughing in the background. It's like, this is what happens to you filthy mortals. Blech.
As he dies. Yeah, I really don't know what's going to go on from here. I'm hoping that we're going to get some clarification on some plot points to kind of wrap things up. And I'm hoping we might be getting King of All showing up to say, hey, guys, you have to go on like a universal mission or something like that. Because where are you going to go from here, you know? You might have a few episodes to chill out a bit, but where are you going to go from here? And I assume this isn't where they're going to end Super unless they want to give it a little break. Although it's kind of sad because this is episode 66, and you kind of sit back and you're like, wait a minute. GT ended on 63. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
I think they've got enough momentum now to keep going. At least for another season or another arc.
I know.
We'll put it that way.
I just haven't heard anything else about another arc.
Right.
Which is weird. But
I mean,
anyway,
you're right. Maybe they'll go on break for I don't know, until next year, maybe.
No, they'd probably only wait it's funny, if they had to wait, they'd probably wait only one season, quote unquote, which is 12, one core, or they'd probably wait 2 core, so 24, 25.
Right.
At most. I don't think they would wait that long. Or they would wait for another movie they could fucking adapt. Or tie into.
Oh.
But yeah, as of right now, I don't... They will, but I hope they don't start off... I hope they wait a while before they adapt it. Or I hope that they actually do episodes to tie into it. Because the one thing that I was frustrated about is, for both movies that they adapted, they didn't do episodes tying into it, unless you want to consider the first 2 to 3 kind of being a prequel to Battle of Gods, which you can, which I think was pretty cool, if you want to.
Right.
But when you look at the second movie, they didn't really do a prequel to it. They just did Battle of Gods. Then we're going to do our own little thing for about 2-3 episodes, just wind everything down. But it's not an actual prequel to Resurrection of F. It was just, we're doing this nice little thing, and then Resurrection of F adaptation.
Right.
Yeah. Which was frustrating to me. But, that's interesting. Yeah. On the Wikipedia, the last episode listed thus far is 67, which was the one that's coming up next week. But obviously, I would hope that Crunchyroll and all these other services wouldn't be getting a show that would be ending in a month.
Right. It wouldn't be worth it.
It wouldn't be. I mean, Dragon Ball is always worth it, but it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't be making such a big hype about it if they knew, like, oh, this is just going to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't know about you, but
so,
I've seen a lot of, like, ads about, Super is now on Crunchyroll. It's like, get on that shit.
I agree completely. They've had a lot of that, so it'd be really awkward if
right.
it was just like, yeah, no, and then it's gone.
Yeah, we're done.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Maybe what they'll do is they'll take a break until after any holiday festivities. But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Their holiday festivities aren't necessarily ours.
Right,
they don't
exactly.
celebrate them the same way.
Right.
But again,
the
might,
only thing I was going to
skip.
think is that they might take a break for, like, a month and come back, like, maybe next year, like in January kind of thing.
Potential. That's the only potential I can see right now. But, I mean, we'll see what happens after the next episode, right, which we'll be doing as well. Because I really have no idea what they plan on doing with that. So anything you want to say about what they might be doing in the future with either Super or, well, you already mentioned Super, but, like, with the actual stories before we sign off?
I mean, it's got to be something, like you said, it's going to have to be something universal. Like, they'll take a few episodes and do, like, those in-between, like, kind of like fun stuff, like haha giggles and stuff for episodes, maybe like 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah.
But the next arc is going to have to be something universal, I would think.
I'm happy you understand what I mean by that, because, like, how do you raise the stakes from here,
Right, yeah. Like, like, I know in Battle of Gods we were fighting gods, but, like, this is the first god, like, we've fought and had to vanquish kind of thing. Like, that's what it felt for me. Like, we're actually fighting, like, in all sense of the words, fighting gods now. So.
Okay, so this sounds like a joke, but I'm being serious. How hard would you cringe if the next movie announced is a Zamasu movie? Not a sequel. Not a sequel. An adaptation of the episodes in movie format.
I mean,
how hard would your brain get fried?
Pretty hard. I mean, I like Zamasu, but that would be fucking weird.
Right? Like, well, we made the movies first, then we adapted them into a TV show, and then what happened next? Well, when we got new material, we adapted it into a movie. Burp, burp, cannot compute. Explain! Explain! Basically, like, just, like, all you're hearing is fucking sizzling, and you're like, oh, is that steak? No, that's my brain. Why does it smell like
bacon?
steak? Look, man, I don't ask you why your brain smells like bacon.
Mine smells like bacon. His smells like steak. Like, just the point is, my brain is sizzling. God damn it.
Yes. So anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the future holds for Super, and you should be able to tune in next week to see us doing an episode of Super 66. So thank you all for listening in. As always, just want to mention we have our merchandise on our main website, thoseguysontheradio.tumblr.com/merchandise, and our eBay channel, which is Those Guys Radio. You can also listen to our podcast through our Blog Talk Radio, which is Those Guys on the Radio, our iTunes, which is Those Guys. You can search that up. And you can, of course, follow our podcast, our Let's Plays, and our other fun little projects that we have going on through our main website, which I mentioned already, our Facebook, which is /ThoseGuysOnTheRadio, our Twitter, which is @ThoseGuysRadio, and our Instagram, which is /ThoseGuysOnTheRadio. Also, you can watch our YouTube channels. You can see our backlog of podcasts through our YouTube channel, Those Guys on the Radios. You can search that up on YouTube to find it. You can see our Let's Plays on our Those Guys Play channel by searching up Those Guys Play. We have nearly daily content, and we have a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we have our Those Guys Play season stuff that we always have, obviously coming out. Those Guys Play Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. Season 3 will be coming up in 2017, but before that, we're just constantly working on other episodes, and things that, I have Matt Beats Games from his childhood, also Matt Beats Games, where I just beat games that, aren't from my childhood, I just, might enjoy. And we have a lot of cool stuff coming up as well, a lot of games that we've continued from our Those Guys Play season, and we're doing them on the show. You and I, Tristan, we've continued Luigi's Mansion, we've continued Disney's Dinosaur, we've continued That might be it so far, but more on the way is what from you and I anyway. No, that's it from you and I believe thus far. But more on. Oh no, we've also played Star Wars Battlefront. So we've continued some games on the show, and we've also had a lot of other people that have continued games with us as well. So check those out on our Those Guys Play YouTube channel, and we have our TG Productions YouTube channel that have a lot of fun little quirky stuff on there, and that we will continue to add to. So we also have our Patreon, which is called TG Productions. You can go on there to donate any amount to us. A lot of different cool perks. We can give you a shout out on the show, either on the Let's Play or on the podcast. You can be a sponsor. You can suggest, and basically, I mean, I say suggest, but technically demand, really, depending on what tier you subscribe to, what games you want us to play, what podcasts you want us to do. So a lot of cool stuff. Also bringing a manga over from Japan called Give My Regards to Blackjack, that we're using the HD files, the high-quality files straight from the author. We're going to be publishing those, translating and publishing those, new translation, and you can, depending on what tier you donate to, you could actually get yourself a copy of Volumes 1 and 2 secured, either digital or physical, and a poster or T-shirt from the manga. So a lot of fun stuff through our Patreon, TG Productions. Check it out, and yeah. So that's that. We want to thank you all, as always. And, yeah, by the way, I think I said that next week we'll be doing 66. No, I meant 67. We've currently done 65 and 66 today. And my brain is fried, I think. Just thinking about the Zamasu movie fried my brain.
Yeah, really badly.
Yeah. So, again, thank you all for listening in. As always, you guys are amazing. I don't know why you're here, but thank you. I really don't.
We love you.
Listening? We really do. So thank you all, and I hope you all have a good night. Good day, good night, depending on when you're listening. So take care, everyone, and say goodbye, Tristan.
Good night, everyone.